Good afternoon, I'm Shania and this is One News Now. More areas are now under tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 as Tropical Depression Vicky moves closer to Davao Oriental. Signal number 1 is still up over the northern and central portions of Palawan, including Cagayancillo, Calamina, and Cuyo Islands. Parts of the Visayas are also under signal number 1. These include the southern portions of Leyte and Antique, southern Leyte, the central and southern portions of Cebu and Iloilo, Camotes Islands, Bohol, Siquijor, Negros Oriental and Negros Occidental, and Guimaras. Likewise, the Dinagat Islands, Surigao del Norte, Surigao del Sur, Agusan del Norte, and Agusan del Sur are also under signal number 1. Same goes for Davao Oriental, Davao del Norte, Davao de Oro, Davao City, and the northern part of Davao del Sur. Signal number 1 is also up over Camiguin, Bukidnon, Misamis Oriental, Misamis Occidental, Lanao del Norte, Lanao del Sur, and Maguindanao. Other areas under signal number 1 include Cotabato City, North Cotabato, Zamboanga del Sur, Zamboanga Sibugay, and the northern portion of Zamboanga del Norte. Vicky has maintained its strength at 45 kilometers per hour with gustiness of up to 60 kilometers per hour while moving west-northwest at 15 kilometers per hour. This tropical depression, combined with the tail end of a frontal system, will bring moderate to heavy rains in the next few hours over the Visayas and Mindanao, particularly in the regions of Caraga, Davao, and northern Mindanao. Government is looking to test 10 million Filipinos by the first quarter of next year. Testing czar and Secretary Vince Dizon says that we have so far tested 6.5 million people for the coronavirus. But he said that testing capacities must be increased in some areas like Tagum City and Davao del Norte, Borongan in eastern Samar, and Sorsogon in Bicol. Dizon says the holidays might cause COVID-19 outbreaks in key areas, which is why he is urging everyone to just stay home and avoid mass gatherings, including family reunions. The Provincial Bus Operations Association of the Philippines is urging the LTFRB and LGUs to open up more passenger routes to some regions in Luzon. In an interview with One News's Agenda, Association Director Alex Yagues said the public will continue patronizing colorum or unauthorized vehicles in the absence of other legitimate transport options. Yagues explained that returning OFWs currently have no safer travel options because there are hardly any provincial buses ferrying passengers to their hometowns. Bus operators are thus hoping that the government will open up more routes, especially going to the Ilocos region, the Cordilleras, Quezon Province, and the Bicol region. Yagues said these provinces are seeing large volumes of returning residents who are currently forced to risk their safety in colorum vehicles that may not be following health protocols and are almost impossible to subject to contact tracing. Catch our 2020 year-end special premiering December 20 at 7:30 p.m. 1 year in 1 hour on One News. Let's take a look.
One News recaps the stories that made headlines and defined the nation this 2020.
The president was really not inclined to ban Chinese tourists.
In the light of NCOV, is it xenophobia or self-preservation?
The second most active volcano in the Philippines acted up again.
Issues that found their way into our newscasts and programs in the past 365 days.
Here are the big stories to watch out for. The Bayanihan 2 bill, which is touted as
Mexican economy slips into a technical recession.
Dumping of artificial white sand.
1 year, one news. The Philippine Star, Business World, and News 5 under One News.
The heavy rains dumped by Typhoon Ulysses left a trail of destruction in several areas.
2-week suspension in the repatriation.
Look back on the events that will impact the new year that is about to come.
It's a winner-take-all system in the electoral votes of the United States.
Are you going to introduce changes, for example, in our immigration policy?
The threat of COVID-19 now echoes louder in the country's halls of power.
Don't miss 1 year, one news. It all happens here on Signal TV channels 8 and 250.
For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao and we are One News.